Okay, test number 3, non-verbal reading. Okay, folks, we're going live on our recording. Let's just do some of these questions. Question number 1. Find the figure in each row that is most unlike the others. So when it says most unlike, it's talking about the odd one out. So we've got to find something common, and then we've got to find one that breaks the commonality. So if I look here, I can see that the arrow is pointing towards the dots. It's pointing towards the dots. This one is pointing, and the dots are nowhere to be seen. The dots are missing. They're on the other side. Pointing towards the dots, pointing towards dots. So definitely C is the odd one out. Okay, question number 2. Let's have a look. Question number 2. Right, let's look at the diagonals here. So we got here the diagonals. The shading is going that way. This one's going like that way. This one's going that way, that way, that way. So it looks like the odd one out is A. Now you have sometimes the shape on the front over here, sometimes at the back, then it's at the front, and then it's at the back, then it's at the front. So there's no particular pattern with that there, which one's odd one out there. But we definitely have the diagonals going in the wrong direction. Wrong direction meaning they're going in this direction when everything else is going here. Question number 2 is done. So question number 3 now. Now, if you look at these questions here, we seem to have a black shape right at the front on top of everything. Black shape on the front, black shape at the front, black shape with all the other shapes behind it. If you look at this one here, we have a gray shape on the front, the black one's in the middle. It's not in the front anymore. So for question number 3, it has to be definitely E is the answer. That's the odd one out. Okay, question number 4. We have A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, so we're looking for what's happening. Let's have a look. So if we look over here, we can see here that the dotted arrow is going to the left. That one's going to the left. That one's going to the left. That one's going to the left. So there's one here. We have the dotted ones going to the right. And the circle is in the same place, in the same direction, going that way. So that while we've got a circle, we've got a square, then a circle, then a black circle. There's nothing special about the top line. That's just all over the place. You're looking for something which has a pattern in it. And on the bottom, you have a square. And then on the bottom, you have a square the other way, then the other way, then squares on the top. So the thing that has the pattern is the direction of the arrows, the dotted arrow. Okay, next question. Okay, now these are important questions. Work out which of the 4 cubes can be made from the net. So we've done this question before, and we use the term sock or a disconnected sock to show which shapes can be made. So question number 5. Now, if we look at question number 5, the answer for question number 5 is A. Let me explain to you why it's A. So you have the triangle facing the circle and the heart. So this makes our sock. So when you're going to fold this shape up and make it into a cube, everything is around this corner. So as you can see, that corner is actually here. So all the shapes will fall and they'll be all around that corner. You can see one side, second side, third side there. Now all the other ones won't make the shape. Now you got this one B. You got a T, the square and the triangle. But if you look in the real diagram, they're actually in a straight line. So if they're in a straight line, when you're going to fold that shape, they will never appear around a corner, all 3 of them. So that's why B is absolutely wrong. If you look at C, C is wrong for a different reason, because we have these gray bars in the question originally here. But in the diagram, you got 2 of them. You got 1 extra, so it's completely the wrong shape. Then we have W. There's no W in the question. There's no W here. So that's again another one wrong. They're giving you a shape that doesn't exist. So that's absolutely wrong. So the answer that is going to be right is A. So question number 6 now. So let's have a look. For question number 6, let's have a quick look. So we got this shape touching the triangle, and then we got the semicircle. So if you look over here, those, whoops, Right. Those shapes are over here. When you fold that shape up, they won't appear around one corner. They will appear going around the cube rather than appearing at a corner. So this particular shape here can never result in a cube looking like that. So A is absolutely wrong. Then if you look, for example, at C, next, so we have the semicircle and now the star shape has been colored in black. We know the star shape is actually white from the diagram over here, so that's wrong. So now we have for D, we have this shaded shape pointing towards the rectangle, and then there's another rectangle again. We can't have two rectangles. We've only got one in the diagram, and there's no way it will point when you fold the shape. This shape will point towards that shape, and it won't point towards the rectangle which is on the side of it. So that's wrong. That's wrong. It has to be B. So let's have a look how it's B. So if we get our sock and we get this shape here, we get a sock here. Okay, right. Give me a moment, folks. Okay. Okay, so if you look at this shape here, let me get rid of this highlighted there. So, and let me get rid of that one there as well. So there's our sock. So there's our sock and the thing. So if we got everything meet around this corner, so you have, when you're going to fold it up, this chevron, this shape here, will be next to the rectangle, length by length, the long side by the long side. And then this one will face that shape, which it does. So everything matches up for B nicely. Okay, question number 7 now. Question number 7, we have, okay, let's have a look what's happening. So we have, let's have a look at 8 first. So we have this hexagon here. It's gonna join with that diagonal and with the triangle. Now, if you look over here in the diagram, they are in a straight line. Never ever will they be appear around a corner. So that is definitely wrong. Let's look at B. Let's do that one. B, we have the hexagon next to the triangle, and that looks like a pear drop or something. So let's have a look. So we have hexagon. Okay, we get this shape. Now I've always called this shape our disconnected sock. Normally this part B is over here like this. It's moved down a bit. So that's why I call it the disconnected sock. So the disconnected socks can also meet around a corner because these two will touch each other and this one will fall on top of everything, this one here, and giving us that round the corner 3D view that we're looking for. So 7B is definitely the answer. That gives us, I call this our shape here, our disconnected sock. Okay, question 7C is not as a special term that's in any non-verbal reasoning book, just a name that I've invented for how it looks to me. So question number 7 was B, lovely. 7C we have, okay, 7C can't even happen because we don't have that shape. 7D, let's have a look, okay. We have these 3 shapes which are in a straight line over here. That can't happen. Can't have shapes in a straight line meeting around a corner. Question number 8. Question number 8, let's have a look. We have the arrow facing away. Now, this is impossible. You can't have the arrow here next to the cross because the arrow and the cross are on opposite sides of the square. So that is absolutely wrong. Then we have the triangle pointing towards like the droplet. And then away from the triangle, we have the arrow. But in the diagram, the arrow is pointing towards the drop. So 8, B is wrong because that's pointing the wrong way. Question C. We have a star, the crosses, and we have the square. Interesting one. So let's have a look. So we have the star, the crosses, cross, and the square. I think this is a even bigger variation of the disconnected sock. This also makes the right shape because when these two shapes are folded towards each other, they will touch, giving you this contact point here. Now this shape here will then fold and fold again and land on top of it. So it will land and touch here with that shape, and it will touch here on that shape. So even though this is it's not the sock shape, it's not the disconnected sock, it's like a super disconnected sock, but yes, this is also a winning combination. If you have any shapes, let me just quickly see if I go to that. If you have any shape that has this, if you have a cube here and here and here, that will absolutely, they will meet around a corner. So that's why that answer 8 has to be C. Hope you can see. Okay, question number 9. Question number 9, look at the first bug, see how it changes to become the second bug. Let's make it nice and big. So this one here becomes this one here, and it follows a set of rules. So we have the chevrons here on the bottom. Let me make my pencil a bit thinner because it's really fat. And then the shade from the bottom one goes to the top one then goes down to the bottom. So everything's kind of cycling. So that shading goes up there, yeah. So the bottom one goes to the top, and then, or we can even say it goes to the top like this, and then everything else moves down. So in this shape here, we got to move the bottom one to the top, and all the shades move down. So we need a gray on the top, and then we have the checkered lines, and then we should have the black on the bottom for question number 9. So let's have a look. So question number 9, we need a gray on the top. This is the gray. This is the black. This is the crisscross. So we need gray, not gray, not gray, not gray, gray. We need the crisscross in the middle, not crisscross, yes. Not crisscross, yes. We need black on the bottom, not black, not black, yes, black, yes. So we got triple ticks on D. So D follows all the 3 criterion for the question number 9. Whereas the other ones have part answers and then part answers missing. So that makes 9D the absolute answer for that question in terms of what's happening. Question number 10. Question number 10, it looks like we got some little sausages here, or I don't know what these things are. Yeah, somebody's having a barbecue. So the bug's feet, okay. Right, let's have a look at the bug's feet and the spots inside. So it looks like the feet and the spots inside kind of go like that, like that, like that, like that. So we need to have some kind of connection there. Swap shapes. Oh, let's get rid of those. Now, if you look over here now, inside we had the kind of like our diamond shapes, parallelograms, and then on the outside, they've gone outside now. So the feet were like this oval shape, they've gone inside now. So the feet shape have gone inside, and the inside shape has gone on the outside. So there's something they've inverted. Inside's gone out, and the outside's gone in. So if we have hearts on the inside in our question, there's our question. We should have hearts on the feet, where the feet are. So you've got to have hearts on the outside, and they've got to be, what color are they? So all the shapes inside are black, the outside ones are white. So we have black hearts on the inside, we need to have white hearts on the outsides. Okay, so we need white hearts on the outside. So that looks good. And that also looks good. That looks no good, and that looks definitely wrong. So it's going to be A or B. Now, we had little triangles for the feet. We need triangles inside. For question B, we got hearts inside. Absolutely wrong. A is the answer. So you have to work these non-verbal reasoning questions out. There's no like guessing technique for it. You have to look at the rule. There's a rule. The inside shape become the outside shapes. The outside shape become the inside shapes. The inside is always black. The outside is always white. So you got to color code it. You got to swap them over. So this is what you need to be thinking about when you do this question. Question number 11. Let's have a look at our original. So we have the white feet on this side, the black feet on that side, the black feet on this side now, and the white on that side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We had 5 white and 5 black. Here we got 4 black and 4 white. So we've lost 1 foot, okay, in each side. Let's have a look at the question that they've given us. Okay, and my iPad has just frozen a bit. Okay, first give me a moment. Okay, so we said we got some connection there. So the inside, so we're switching from white to left to white to right. We got 5, then we got 4. So we got to start counting as well. So let's have a look at our shape here. So here we got 1. Oops. Okay. Okay, I need to select a pencil. The pencil's not being selected. Okay, we don't want that. Okay, that's better. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 black. 6 white. Or they're like gray or something. A little bit dots in them as well. Question number 11. It does look like they got a little bit of dotted in them. I'm just going to put 6 dotted. So we need to now have 5 of the grays or the dotted bits on the left hand side. So we're looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 whites dash dotted. And then we're going to have 5 black on the other side now. So they're going to swap over. Everything else has got to be the same. This one's got too many. This one has got, okay, 1, 2, that's got 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one's got too much stuff colored in. It's got to be the same shade. That's white. That's great. Not allowed. This one's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's got this. It's got the wrong color. Black should be on the other side. They're wrong. Question number 12. Okay, where's my little timer box gone? Okay, let's put this over here. Okay. Right. Okay. Question number 12. The body of the bug divides into 2 and the 2 halves. Okay. So we're dividing the body of the bug into 2 halves and then we are turning it over. Okay. Otherwise everything, and then you're also adding some feelers. So we got the antenna bit over here, but we're adding the end bit, the doodly bit. So for question number 12, we got empty antennas here. We've got to add a little doodly bit onto it. So for question number 12, it definitely can't be this one. It's got to be, we're going to split the wing and turn the wing over. So it can't be the same. That's wrong. It can't have, let's have a look. It have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Right. So A is possible or D is possible. Now, if you look over here, the eyes are black. The eyes are black. The eyes are white. For in the first one, so we need one with black eyes because our question has black eyes. We can't have white. So if you can't have white, it's got to be black. That one. D's answer. Question number 13. So we have our little butterflies. Okay, the bug is reflecting from top to bottom and then inverting the colors. So we had white here, we got gray here, we got white, and that's like a line of symmetry. And the same for the second question here. So we got extra leaves, extra wings, and we got the same on the other side, but in white. So the bug's facing this way now with this kind of straight line wings. So for number 13, we are going to get C. So we had 1, 2 gaps. We'll have 1, 2, 3. They were white. Now they're gray. They were gray. Now they're white. That was white. That's gray. That's gray. That's white. That one matches. That one's got too much gray on it. No good. Okay, why is now A has got too few gray and white on it, and now B. Okay, let's have a look at B. What's happening in B? Okay, so we're saying that C is the answer. Yes, on B they haven't reflected the colors. We had gray over here, and we still got gray. The gray has got to become white. Okay. Yes. Okay, yeah, because we're white and gray. They're reflecting as well. Lovely. Work out which of the options best fits in place of the missing squares in the grid. Question number 14. So we got semicircles, semicircles, semicircles. You got line on the top, line down here, line going up, line like this, line going diagonal, line going up. So we're going to have this kind of house shape. So we got a line going this way, then line going that way, then a line going this way. So this is the line that we got to put into that shape here, into 14, which is that one there. There's your line. That's the wrong shape. That's the wrong line, wrong place, wrong direction. Question number 15. So we have here our shapes. So we have this shape joins this shape, and then we invert the colors. So the black star becomes a white star, and the white pentagon becomes a black pentagon. So we're reversing it. So this shape's got to go into this shape and then swap colors with the shape. Okay, now, so if we know this triangle here inside, there must be a triangle that's going to start its life outside. If it's white, it's got to start off as being black. So we need a black triangle outside. That's not a black triangle, that's not a black triangle, that's not a black triangle. And the black triangle can't have an extra border. So that's wrong, and that makes D the answer. Question number 16, each shape. Okay, so we have here a 5, a 4, and a 3, a 3, a 5, and a 4, a 4-sided, 3-sided, so that most likely be a 5-sided shape. You got 3, 4s, and 5s running in there. So we're looking for a 5-sided shape. So definitely not this one, definitely not a 6-sided shape, definitely not a 3-sided shape. It's going to be a 5-sided shape, so it's going to be either B or E. Now, we have a white shape in each one. We have one with the diagonals and like a dotted or gray one. So it's white, diagonals, gray. So we've got our white, we've got our gray. We need the one with the diagonals on it. So it can't be another white one. It has to be the diagonal one. Question number 17. Okay, so we have lines now going from this way to this way to this way. Okay, so there, we can look at the shape and look for like. So we have the one with the black dot on it, starting there, then going there, and then going here. So we're starting here, and then here, and then here, in those directions there. So we're moving it through 120 degrees each time. So let's have a look. So we got this one that way, and that one that way. And so, whoops. And then we have the same one going upwards now. So we need one with this dot going upwards, because the other ones are going this way and that way. So the missing one is A. And that's the end of our test. Hopefully that gives you lots and lots of method to help you understand what you need to be thinking about when you do these questions. These questions are all thinking questions. You have to think and make rules for what's happening. Is the diagonals going right? Are they going left? Is the arrow pointing towards the dot? Is the arrow pointing away from the dot? Is the bugs changing color? As the inside is going outside, the outside is going inside. Things have been cut open, turned around, it's reflected. The gray is becoming white, reflecting one. Shapes going inside, inverting. All of this is what we're looking at. Okay, folks, I need some results back from you guys.